Yo guys, what's up? It's Teacher's Game 2 coming at you with another video. Right now I'm going to show you the best place that I have found on official to get yourself some nice little Deinonychus eggs. Now as you can see, I'm over in the bottom right corner of the map. I'll go ahead and pull it up for you. My chords right now are 85.4, 83.5. In this bottom right corner is where all of the Deinonychus spawn on a regular basis. Now there are a few really awesome locations. You see there's one right behind me. Obviously there's one messing with an Anki right now, and it won, but there's another dead one right there. So anyways, you'll see a ton. This is like a little Deinonychus mountain, if you want to call it. Now this is where one of the largest spawns for Deinonychus eggs, as well as Deinonychus, are on the entire map. Now you'll see a ton beneath me. There's a bunch over there, and they spawn all around this tiny little mountain. Now I'll give you the coords for that right now. 84.0, 86.6. Now, typically what you'll find with their nests is you have to render them in if no one's been there recently, and then you come back about 5 minutes later and they spawn back in. So anyways, what you're going to do is you're just going to fly around, and usually these nests find themselves wedged underneath a tree or something like that, and that's always a good place to find them. Now, if you're in this area, or at least as long as you're down here, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and move on down a little bit further. Now, once you see this broken bridge, right outside of this, usually to my right and to my left, there's a couple of egg spawns because a ton of Deinonychus spawn right here. Now, the further you go, you're going to go underneath this bridge, and it's really pretty. In case you've never been here, you should at least check it out in your game. It's pretty cool. I like it. Now, right near this water and this other bridge, this is another huge Deinonychus spawn, and they kind of spawn on these little tiny hills right here, and there's all kinds of eggs right here. And here's the coords for you: 89.2, 90.1. Now, usually I would say I'd see them more, but unfortunately I had to destroy them with my wyvern because they wanted to attack me. But you can see a couple of them have already spawned back in down over there, so they spawn all over in this little broken down area. This is one of the best ways to do the run. I start where I showed you first in the video, and then I kind of just fly underneath these bridges, zigzag back and forth until I find usually 10, 15, 20 eggs, and I kind of just fly around. Now, obviously there are snow owls, or no snow owls yet, but the snow owls actually have the vision thing, which allows you to see the Deinonychus eggs really easily, so I would encourage you to use those sorts of things when it opens up. But you can see that Deinonychus are spawning all over the place right here. There's a couple here, a couple out in front of me. One's deciding that it needs to attack me. 91.2, 86.6. Really, in this entire area down here to the bottom right corner of the map, they are all over the place. Now, one of the best places to find them, obviously I just showed you that little area where the man-made bridges and stuff are. However, if you fly up just a touch, you will see a couple of areas that are just insane. First off, there's metal right there, which is awesome. But you're going to go over here. Now, if you fly on this little edge right here, typically tons of Deinonychus spawn up in this zone. But really where you find the most is down inside these little, I guess you can call them canyons, because for some reason the Deinonychus drop really easy, and they stay down in the canyons that they drop down into. Now, I see raptors here, not in this one. Let's go to the next one over, which is right down over here. So, anyways, this little canyon right here has a ton of them. They're not spawning in so you can see them yet, but last option, right over here, there they are. So if you just look down from where I am, typically what happens is they spawn up on these higher ends and they fall down in these canyons, and obviously the eggs spawn where the Deinonychus are. So your best luck is going to be find large amounts of Deinonychus, and you will find a ton of eggs. This is 83.0, 94.0. Now I'll go ahead and show you how many there are down here by flying on down. And we're almost down. There's some right there. There's some over in that corner. And I'll fly up so we can find a couple more real quick. There are none that I see in front of me, which is shocking because they usually spawn right about here. We'll go ahead and go down in this little canyon a little bit so I can show you more. But as you can see, they spawn all over the place in this little White Cliffs biome. So really, as long as you're in the White Cliffs biome in the bottom right corner, you are going to find a ton of Deinonychus. There's also a bunch of drops that spawn here in golems as well, so I wish you the best of luck if you're looking in this region. But if I was you, how I would start my Deinonychus egg run, I would look in this region right here in these like little, you can see a ton of them right now on land, but just find out where they are. Take a Pteranodon because they can't latch onto a Pteranodon, and just land on the egg, pick it up, and leave. That way they'll respawn in because the eggs actually spawn based on the Deinonychus. And all you have to do is just fly away, come back, and there'll be another egg waiting for you. So Deinonychus are all over the place. As long as you stay in the bottom right corner of the map, 81 right now, and I'll pull up the map again, 81.2, 91, and you will find a ton of eggs. Now, again, I'm going to encourage you to find the little crevices and stuff like that because that's where a lot of them get stuck and lots of eggs spawn. And if you can't find them there, there are usually tons around this little man-made structure that I had in the beginning of the video because they just tend to spawn all over the place around this area, even up against the edge of the world right there. This is the best place to find the Deinonychus eggs on official servers. There might be better on non-official, but on my official, whether it means that people are, getting all the eggs all the time or not, and they're in other places, but this is the best place I find them on my official servers. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and Teachers Game 2 out.